Hello? What you doing in there? Yeah, so please excuse the no shirt. If you don't want to see it, stop going on my channel because I'm fat and it's hot. So I was sitting here this morning and my lawnmower wouldn't start, and I'm a little mechanically inclined, so I figured I'd take you guys along the process. I've since, it took me maybe 30 minutes and I've been able to figure it out. So let me show you what I did real quick. Okay, so there was a cover. This is the brand. But it's pretty universal to all mowers, all two small engines. Is what I'm trying to say. But there was like a bolt here, one over here, and this thing is just a cover. They were the T20 bits, which looks like, I don't know where to go. Where's all my stuff? Oh, yeah. So I couldn't find my ratchet. So just use this guy. I highly recommend the Milwaukee's. Some people say it's like a more expensive Ryobi, but those people also grade their grandparents on Yelp. So the extension was just to give me a little space, but it's one of these little bad boys. Focus. Yeah, one of these. So I took those off because it's just a cover. Took it off. Let me see what was going on. I made sure these lines right here are tightened so they just don't like squish around. And then I took the filter, or the cover and the filter off. And I tried and I don't recommend this, disclaimer, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a little mechanically inclined. I would try to start it with this off, with a carbon choke, and it would start. So that to me said there was a spark, right? But I couldn't keep it running, so there was something else wrong, right? That leads me to believe there's a fuel problem. I checked previously to make sure there's fuel in there. There is that big old nasty fuel stuff. And then I took the two bolts off here, right? Because I'm done with this portion. These were, hold on, let me find my tool. These were 8mm. These bolts right here, right? Just unscrewed it. There's two of these bolts, and then two of those, and those were the 7mm, which was still the hex nut thing. So 7 and 8mm is all I needed for this brand of tool thing or whatever. So it had these and these in it, and this is just a cover for your carburetor, right? I also at one point took these off because I thought the carb was further over this way. Turns out this is just a valve cover. A little oil spilt out. I cleaned that up. But like if you want to see something cool, take that off and you see like the little exhaust intake and exhaust valves and everything. It's really cool. I recommend you see it if you've never seen it before. Be careful. Work within your comfort zone and ability. So this is your carburetor right here, right? And I tried the same thing where I open this up, you know, like I push this and open this little flap right here, and that allows more air in. But then also you can, you know, give a little squirty squirt. I'm not going to do it because I don't need to. And start it and see if it stays running. It didn't stay running. So that to me says there's a problem somewhere in here. So I disconnected the fuel line and all that. That's a compression clamp, right? All you need is a pair of pliers, right? And you just take it and you move it off. So on the inside is there's a little tab, kind of like this, right? But it's longer. And so like this space in here is bigger, and this is where that sits. So I did that, and the fuel from this side was free flowing. So this isn't blocked, right? So the next thing I did was look under here. I forget exactly what this piece is called down here. It's some kind of bowl, like float bowl or something. And there's a set of I'm trying to think of like the technical term, but it just floats and it opens and closes it. So when it's full, it lifts it up and closes it. When it's empty, it's down and stuff is free flowing. So I took these two bolts off. There's one here. Hold on, let me see. There's one here and one over on this side. And I pulled this bad boy off, right? And it was full of fuel. So fuel was getting into it. So I dumped that fuel, cleaned everything up. I also tried to pull the carburetor out because it just is a pressure fitting and just fits right in. Let me get it back in there. It's hard to do on camera, especially seeing as how I don't have my tripod. So it just sits up there like that, right? So after I did all that, dumped this out down here, made sure that when I had it up, it stopped, and let it go, it came down, so the fuel's coming in here. I did that, put this back on, tried to start it, and the whole thing started. So, let me show you. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Again, excuse the titties. I don't want to say I'm broken as a person, because I'm not. But... oh, that's a good view right there. Look at them. Oh, look at that belly. So, put the little thing on, hold it. Oh, don't embarrass me now. You little shit. And it's staying running. So, because it's staying running, that told me a couple things. That it could be one of a couple things, right? Either I got some bad gas and it went up in here, or somehow liquid, because I'm a terrible homeowner and I leave my lawnmower outside. Please don't steal it. Water got down in the bowl and diluted it, and it was bad because of the way it had been sitting. So to get that out, I had to dump it. Now, hold on a second. Let me see if I can show you this. So, okay. So under here, right there, is a focus. No? Yes. Anyway, that's a hex thing. I forget what it's called. But you open the hex thing, you should be able to drain the fluid that's in there out. And if it keeps flowing, then you know that you still have gas in here. I think you're actually supposed to empty this entire system in the summer. I never have, but I think I will start doing that this year. So all I had to do was take a little bit of time, think the problem through, mess with it a little bit, and then it works. So it saved me, what, like 70, 100 bucks for just a small engine mechanic to come out, and I was able to get it cleaned up, or get it working. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, that I did it, yay! But just, you know, if again, I'm not a mechanic, but I am mechanically inclined, and I've been doing this for, you know, I'm level 39 now, so at least a while. Yeah, so if you want to try it, but be careful because it is gas. There's gas in there, and any kind of spark or anything like that, or if you don't wash your hands or something like that, you know, like you can catch fire. And that's bad. Like, it's worse to catch your house on fire than it is to not cut your grass. So I did that. I believe in you. If you wanted to try it, go ahead. I work within your skill. Work within what you're comfortable with. Ask for help when you can. Use YouTube as a resource, and you can learn and do stuff. But I wanted to share that with you. Hopefully, this is like a pretty smooth, consistent video. But I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Tell me what I did wrong. Tell me what I did right. Call me fat. Making fun of my belly. Whatever you got to do. But then, you know, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share, so that your friends can also tell me how luscious my moobs are. So, but also if you're frustrated and don't have money to have somebody look at your mower, you could probably figure it out yourself if you have like a basic set of tools. So yeah, thanks for coming along. Take care. Love y'all.